The Golden Paradox. You can't have love without hate, or good without evil. You can't have God without Satan, or heaven without hell. It's very much like the yin and yangs that some religions have. You have to have good, bad to balance out the good, etc. Things like that. I read something while I was in jail that about the Hermetic principles. It's so interesting. For a while, by the way, I did not have a good story for this one, and then all of a sudden 1, 2, 3 good stories worked out. So that was cool. So I've got some examples for you here. The first one is the Hermetic principles that when you're comparing things like hot and cold, opposites, that actually instead of being two separate things, it's just different levels of hot is another way of looking at it, or levels of cold, as opposed to two things. It's just one, temperature. At 10 degrees, you think that's pretty cold, right? But not if you compare it against negative 70. So if you're outside thinking about that you feel like you're a little warmer because you're comparing it against something that's much cooler. And you feel like you're at negative 9 degrees. So you slowly but surely keep thinking of negative temperatures even more cold than you're at, and you realize, I'm in a warmer place than that, and you warm up a little bit more until you're comfortable. It works for each of those different things that I have there. Love and hate, so levels of love or levels of hate. So that's part of it. That was the first story that I had. The second one is something that's going on as we speak. It's modern-day Auschwitz here. Maybe not to that scale, but a pretty big scale for what's happening. When I was in jail, there were way too many African Americans, way too many Hispanic, way too many gay and Jewish people, and you realize you're in the midst of it, that there's too many racist cops, judges, lawyers, etc. that are against them. What about those gay men that are difficult to find? Not the effeminate ones, not the ones that dress up in women's clothes and you can tell, but those ones that can be sitting at the table with us right now. I'm, by the way, playing the part of an old person that has a lot of money and a lot of time on his hands to ruin lives, I guess. And they go, what if one of those characters, they could actually be sitting at the table with us right now? How do we go about finding those? Well, how about methamphetamine? It was used for the Nazis it just amplifies what you are, and it revs up the troops that are already killing machines and keeps them awake. How perfect. Don't have to eat very much. Lose your appetite. And then we use these listening devices that everybody carries around with them, and if somebody says meth or methamphetamine around a phone or texts it, then those old rich guys start paying attention to see if we might be able to ruin that person's life by making them actually kill themselves or have somebody kill them or have their lives ruined by supposedly having to use too much meth to get the same feeling you got the first time. Supposedly you have dry mouth and you don't remember to brush your teeth and you lose your teeth. Supposedly you hallucinate and you go crazy and suicidal and homicidal, but that just really exceptionally good marketing where the north side, south side, black and white, rich and poor all believe it's a terrible, awful drug. And yet gay men do party and playing with them where they group themselves together to be found using our listening devices that can find gay men in the near distance. And I go, holy crap, is that an amazing marketing where it's great for positive for some group and negative for everybody else, when in actuality it is so freaking evil what they're doing to us as we speak. My cousin back in 1974 killed in a supposed accidental fire. He was murdered, and either by flame or murdered beforehand, and they covered it up. It's been going on and for decades, and they've perfected the art so much that somebody moved into my apartment, lighted the police, said that I hit him, never touched him. There's no way I could possibly do that. And I went to jail for the night's domestic battery laws. When I was in jail, he put an order of protection around himself so that I couldn't go back to my apartment with only my things, and it was only my name on the lease. I ended up violating the bail bond because I went back to just collect a couple things and then texted him to try and figure this out of court, and went to jail for 2 more weeks, and then just long enough to lose my job of 13 years, went to get my job back, put in jail for another 4.5 months, innocent. That's the type of thing they do. And then those correctional facilities have families that learn about their son that it's going to be, he needs help, he needs to go to out-of-state treatment centers to heal his meth addiction. That's what all the online sites that make money profess, that you could heal this, and that it's awful. Try to look up how to explain to your family that you're not addicted to the drug and that you can just use it just like alcohol. People use it recreationally, and it's fine. Methamphetamine is, look it up on Wikipedia right now. Methamphetamine is a treatment for ADHD. So it's a medication for the treatment of ADHD. It also helps with narcolepsy, weight control, and can be used recreationally. I have never been addicted or abused the drug. It's only been used to help me come up with these golden decrees. So that's the second one. The third one is the golden paradigm. Not a golden paradigm. It's a paradigm shift. This is very cool also. My birthday is 10/10, which a dime is 10, so a paradigm is 10/10. That was pretty cool, and I just know that. Because I believe, look at this, you can't have good without evil. You can't have love without hate, or God without Satan, or heaven without hell. But who says? Maybe? Oh yeah, it is. Not maybe. It's a universal truth, which means when we all ascend to whatever the next level is, we won't be in this universe, we will have ascended. The Great Ascension, where have good and good. Good and evil adds up to 0. Good and good is 2 times good. Which one is better? Obvious. God and God. 2 times God instead of 0 with God and Satan. So, I think once we all realize that we're all on the same team of humanity and animals and plants and minerals and inanimate objects and alien races more evolved than us, and we all win. Every one of us.